I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Hold on, sorry. Is this happening back in 1981? It's 1981 on the VHS tape camera that didn't exist in 1981. Let's go.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
This is the most bait out, wanked out guitar. Like, can you hear that? It's been rehearsed. You can tell they've rehearsed this.
Waiting for this moment.
This is it.
For all my
This is the moment.
life.
We get to hear it.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Is he going to sing it better than Phil?
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what
need the
you
drums.
did. I saw it with my own two eyes.
This is shit.
So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
That's it. That's a great David Ido.
Well, I've been waiting for this
It's like
moment
Drake.
for all
It's like
my
Drake level.
life.
He's back.
Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
It's a bit repetitive, like, but it's good.
Oh Lord,
There's another 3.5
oh
minutes of
Lord.
this. There's another 3.5 minutes of this.
Well, I remember, don't worry. How could
It's gonna get
I?
beats.
You knew coming in the air.
Fucking hell. Do you know what it is? We'll just move on from that to the next thing. Let's go. Hold on. What? What was the start? Like, Tom Cruise. Okay, I want to get because
Friends, please keep that applause going
Keep
for
it
Mr.
going.
Tom Cruise.
keep it going. Keep it going for Tom Cruise. There he is. There he fucking is. The hair on that. It's like a mullet. It's like Lethal Weapon rigs or some shit. It's fucking great. Look at the pictures not behind them. Algren. Captain Algren.
It's emotional.
It's very kind of you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Edith.
My absolute pleasure.
fluffed
There's
out
a
hair,
lot
it's
to
great.
talk about.
Right, who's she?
That was, I mean, that 15 minutes is just, for what you've done, it was, I don't know if anyone else here in the audience found it so emotional watching that,
Oh,
because
God.
how you've entertained us over the years, and emotion is always at the
Stinking.
heart of what
Shut
you
up.
do, I
Stop
think. We
talking
feel
now.
that, I think.
That is for me. Thank you. It is my honor, my absolute pleasure. And I thank you all for allowing me to
Effective.
entertain you and
Effective
live my
communication.
dreams.
Do you ever give yourself the opportunity to kind of look back to
Edith Bowman. Like, who is this? Who are these people, man? Do you know what I mean?
just consider what you have achieved so far
In your Loewe
in this
outfit. like.
career?
Yeah, I mean, I do. There's moments.
Do you?
You know, I'm very much
There's
in the present and
moments.
the
There's
future.
moments in between when he's jumping off cliffs and flying his own planes, like and turning up in limousines and all. Or running in a scene down a rooftop. There's moments where he does think about it, like, "Hey, I'm Tom Cruise. What the fuck's going on? I'm making movies here." Ah,
Ninja
see, do you know what it
Slushie.
is? I'll tell
The
you what it is. See, with YouTube, I think if there's any interaction with the screen, you pause it, it knows that you're interacting and it just hits you with an ad. It's disgusting.
easy, convenient way to make
I will never buy this machine because of this.
frozen drinks at home. From summer days to cozy nights. The Ninja Slushie is here.
Great. Every kitchen needs a slushy machine. Shut
But
up.
I definitely, I'm now,
Tom Cruise probably has a
things that-
Ninja slushy machine in his massive kitchen that he never goes into.
the goals that I had,
Oh, come on, don't do that.
I was
Why is it freezing? That's a great shot there. Hey, Tom. Tom Cruise on Tom Cruise. Talking about Tom. Life with Tom. And that's the thumbnail. In fact, that's the thumbnail for my show, guys. Hold on. Let me just quickly grab this, and then we can get into the meat and potatoes of the show. Okay, let's move on.
I was 4 years old when I decided I wanted to make movies, and
I want to be in movies. He was 4 years fucking old. He was 4 years old, and he decided he wanted to make movies. He just decided. He just fucking woke up one day and suddenly decided. But you know why that is? It's because apparently he's an Orsini. So there you go. It all makes sense. Let me just... Tom 1. That's a good name. Let's go.
I wanted to travel the world and meet people from other countries and cultures and fly jets and airplanes and parachutes and jump off buildings and do
What
all
every
that.
4-year-old wants to do.
I know what every 4-year-old, but I was doing that even earlier. But I really wanted to do that, and I remember.
He wanted, when he was
Yeah.
4 years old, he wanted to be Tom Cruise. He always knew what he wanted to be. That's
I
mental.
would write goals down always as a kid, and
He would write goals down always as a kid. Fuck me, really? Like a 4-year-old kid just writing down goals. Like, who are you? Fucking. What do you call that guy? Fucking. Tony fucking someone? What do you call him?
we traveled, and I lived in different houses and rented houses, and I just had dreams, and I would write these goals down, and I didn't share them with people. I remember as a kid, I told people what I wanted to do, and then it was just somehow kind of too much for some people. They're like, what are you talking about, kid?
Yeah.
And so I stopped telling people, and now I've kind of, over the years, you just kind of reflect on what those decisions were and what the dreams were, and just kind of, I wanted to be here, for the rest of my life and make movies. I remember being on Taps. Suddenly I had one or two lines in the movie, and then suddenly I was a third lead in the film, and that's a long story. But I was laying there in bed, and I knew I didn't go to film school. I didn't go to acting class. My school was basically watching movies and evaluating films, and I had to think about how did I think about movies, and
Fascinating.
it was my personal experience. And now I'm on a movie set, and I went, I don't know if this is ever going to happen again. And what I naturally did is I just did what I do, which is I went to every single department. I just started studying every single department and asking a gazillion questions.
Effective.
We had the great cinematographer. There was Roisman. You had Stanley Jaffe, who was producing this film. And, he was, we had Harold Becker, and there's Timothy Hutton, Sean Penn, who grew up in the industry. And suddenly I'm playing chess with George C. Scott on Sunday morning, and
She doesn't know who any of these people are.
But it wasn't just that I'm playing chess with these people. I was very interested in and asked a lot of questions.
Effective.
And I would study a lot of movies, and then I would evaluate. Like I always took an actor's career, a cinematographer's career, directors, whatever, and I'd watch their movies from the beginning to end, and then I would evaluate the differences and the choices, and then I would meet them and I would discuss the circumstances of each film.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that was just what I did naturally. And I didn't quite realize how that benefited me kind of as years passed on, because I thought that's what everyone did. I was there, I just didn't know what else to do. And I thought,
Thanks.
AI.
God.
Over here.
can you go train on our production
Oh,
metrics?
Don't see those
just
on my
makes you
cloud.
sick.
They're in the
Just
server
makes
room.
you
Oh, thanks so
fucking
much, but I'm good.
sick.
When you need your AI models to train anywhere, you need Red Hat. Keep your options open.
God. Oh, thank you. Another one. I'm fucking done.
I'm laying there, and I remember in Taps, I was in my hotel room, and I was just laying there, and I was so tense, like
Fucking
trying to
talking about
remember
Taps.
everything
It's
and
a shit film.
absorb everything. And I literally, I'll never forget it. I just
That was
started
the starting
laughing. I
point
said,
for
"This
him, though."
is ridiculous. There's no possible way I don't know what I don't know. And it's okay not to know, and just absorb it and just live it and enjoy it and just do the best I can. And that was really the kind of agreement that this statement for myself. It's just, I'm going to do the best I can every day, and that's all I can do, and I will never take it for granted. I know that this is a privilege to be able to live out something that is, it's not what I do, it's who I am, and it's my passion, and
Fuck yeah.
that's how I felt about it.
who
And
I
that's been,
It's who I
and I want to
am.
be here
I
for the
am
rest of my life
movies.
making movies and be competent at it.
I am
So
Tom
that's-
Cruise.
So yes, I do look back. And it's a long answer. I
You're
could
the
have
dream.
just said yes.
No. This is
Could've
the
just said
dream.
yes.
Are you kidding?
I could have just said, yeah.
Don't ever do that.
That's
Finn.
what fucking Harrison Ford would do.
But that 4-year-old, was there a collection of films or a feeling that you
She
had when
is
you saw
absolutely
a
stinking, like, isn't
performance
she?
or anything? in
Many,
Fuck
particular?
up, like.
many moments like that.
They were like,
in
I
my
want to
life.
do that.
Many
That's-
moments. Like
Her
I
outfit
would-
just says it
I
all.
just-
It's just
Look, I was a kid that opened the window and I'd crawl out on the roof, and the stars. I'd wake up and I'd sneak out, and I was 3 years old, and the neighbors called and said, "I think there's a child on the roof." Or I'd climb the tree, or I just
wouldn't be
was
doing that in
everything
fucking
was an
Tom's house
adventure
now.
to me, and it still is. And my interest in life and wanting to understand life.
Yeah.
For me, it was wanting
Robbie,
to know
get
people
off
and
the
understand
roof.
people, and
It's
I
3
didn't
a.m.
kind of know. Even though people
Go
are
to
saying, you
sleep.
got to stop moving so
got
much,
school
you
in the
gotta,
morning.
don't do that. I didn't really recognize those limits.
And when you started that kind of journey of kind of going, this is how I want to do things,
This
and also I guess
journey, this
probably
kind
a
of
good
journey,
thing from not going
you
to
are
film school in
absolutely
terms of this is
stinking,
how
like,
you do it.
love.
You found your own way of doing it, and you found that
Wow.
you wanted to absorb.
She found
all
your
these
own way. She's
different
just there to
kind
like
of-
lick his
the
balls.
learning. You're going through your own film
That's
school,
exactly
really.
it.
Metaphorically,
I, it was,
is
I just
fluff
kind
him
of
up for the
created
next
my own film
question.
school. And I could see it from different points of view. Everyone had a different point of view of what the film was. From the editor, cinematographer, the filmmakers, the audience, and different artists about their perspective on what storytelling is, what works for them. And I got to see it from their point of view and evaluate it. What is that for me? I was never someone who
Just a
would
psychopath working out how everyone else
my
sees
experience
things,
with
and then he's
with
just
a
going to
story
cure
or
it.
a movie is my experience and what I feel and what I recognize. And then I sit in audiences. I'm like, did you have the same experience as I did? Like that's why I like cinema and the collective group of all of us together and sharing this experience together
I
and
don't
bringing
like
our
that.
own lives and our own stories
I like to
and
watch
then
a movie
experiencing
on
it.
my own.
I'm not someone who would read something to know how I should.
I don't like the
experience it.
collective, the collective. We all laugh together, we all gasp together. No, that's bollocks. Like I used to work at a cinema, and honestly, all the bits that people laugh at are just predictable and just stupid, and it just makes you hate them. It's just horrible. It used to really wind me up.
Whatever art form it is, whatever culture it is, it's like I want to know for myself. I've never been someone to
Effective.
take someone's opinion. I'll listen, but I want to evaluate things for
Effectively
myself.
listen.
And that's how I felt about movies. And the things that I would do is, and I still do, I study people's careers and I
Still does it.
I studied the history of movies and how they're made and and kind of pull from that and see how
I would
what
love to
things
just
I
talk
felt
to Tom about movies. Like, have you seen that movie? And he'd be like, yeah, I've seen that. And he'd be like, yeah, fucking great. What do you think of that? It'd be great. He'd be like, well, actually, what people don't know, the director in that movie, you probably really go into the whole. I actually spoke to the director about that movie. I rang him up one day and I asked him, why did you make that movie? And you just be like, fuck me, this is mad. He actually just rang him up. Right, go.
worked with cinema, and how do I build an environment where it's
Effective environment.
creatively, rich, and how do I?
An environment where you just scream at people. And if I see you do it again, You're out of here. And you're out of here. I don't want to see it again.
How do I do that? So every kind of little door that opened, I would bang the door open and push harder and be willing to make mistakes. Be willing to, evaluate why some things worked and why it didn't. So I would take a director and I'd look at what elements were involved in making that movie work. The editing, the cinematography, the score. Now, I was very fortunate because here I am 18 years old. And I was able to go and I made a list of
This
the
is actually
filmmakers.
incredible because he's really zooming in. Like when you're 18, you don't have a fucking clue. You're just like, I like that movie. It's great. Do you know what I mean? That's just basically, you know what I mean? You're not thinking about, like, there's so much to it. Like, yeah, like the editing, there's like, you gotta take it to a certain editor who just knows how to cut it up right. Do you know what I mean? Producers just cutting all the shit out and all and just changing things so the whole movie has a different tone and all. It's crazy.
That I wanted to meet. And I was like, I'm going to meet these people. I'm going to interview them. And at that age, and when I did TAPS, I was very fortunate because I remember Kevin Huvain's here, and CAA was a very new agency. They had like half a floor, and they wanted to represent me. And I was like, I interviewed my agent. I was like, here's the goals that I have, and I want to meet these filmmakers. And I studied who CAA was, and and I knew when I did TAPS, there was interest in representing me, and I didn't have an agent. And I was like, okay. And they were very helpful. People were very, very helpful. So I was able to interview Scorsese, Sidney Pollack, Newman. I met.
Why? Because he's an Orsini. Do you know what I mean? He's higher up the bloodline chain. Do you know what I mean? He just makes a phone call and they're like, they have to go meet him. Let's get it right here, guys. Let's just get it right. All right. You heard it here first. Now let's just switch to something completely different.
The latest Mission Impossible film is about to leave you absolutely breathless. But before it does, I set out on my own mission. Ask Tom Cruise if he's ready to say goodbye to a character he's played for 30 years.
Well, congratulations,
Thank you.
because
That's
I
very kind.
chewed
It's a grim
all of
question,
my
isn't it?
nails off.
Did you? Let
Edge
me
of my
see.
seat, look.
Let me see.
Oh
Look at
god.
that.
Well done.
Honestly,
That is right.
honestly.
He's did that
was
shit.
You. It was your fault in that submarine. I was literally going like this.
This is the thing that he does to women. He was doing this on the Oprah Winfrey Show. It's all about grabbing hands and then just being like, and then just do this wee giggle and then get them giggling. It's all infectious laughter. It's like it's just some weird hypnotic shit that he's doing, man.
Let me see.
Look at that.
Well done.
Honestly,
Like grabbing the hands and all and
that
laughing.
was you. It was your fault in that submarine.
Look, he's
I was
laughing.
literally
more and all,
going like
trying
this.
to get her giggling.
It was breathtaking.
Jeez, look at that.
In
That's
a
why I
race
gotta go
against
see this
time
movie.
and
Like,
time
look at
again,
that. That's
Tom
real.
Cruise has
That
made
is
the
real, man.
impossible possible.
That's why it's great. He's really doing
This
it.
can't all be true.
He's really underwater there, like he's really in a suit. It's fucking
Ethan Hunt
insane. Like,
will be your point man as usual.
It's much worse than you think.
As field agent Ethan Hunt, Tom has climbed the tallest building in the world,
You're not helping.
hung off the side of a couple of planes,
Oh, no, that
and
one was insane, that
always
one.
left us wanting more, giving us
broke
8
his
Mission
fucking
Impossible
kneecap
films
on that
across
one.
30 years.
and he actually did that. That's real. That's
You gotta
crazy.
be kidding.
Now, in Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning, the action hero to rule them all is still running circles around the bad guys.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
And
A
Ethan
lot of
Hunt
the
is a
action
real historical
sequences.
character.
When you're coming up with them, are you there in a room with a whiteboard being like, we couldn't? Could we?
Normally, McHugh and I here, you can't.
It's disgusting to see the way they just did the music with her question there. Listen to that. That is absolutely boke. Wait to hear this.
You're coming up with them. Are you there in a room with a whiteboard being like,
No, hold on. Sorry.
we couldn't? Could we?
Normally, McHugh and I here,
Ugh.
you can't. You couldn't. And we dream about things. I mean, we dreamed
Look,
of.
there's a picture of Tom Cruise just hanging off a fucking plane while it's going upside down and all. Like, do you know what I mean? How, like he's actually doing this. Like, maybe he's faking it with CGI. He's not really doing it, but like, I think he is really doing it. It's just mental. Fair fucking play. Like,
Making a submarine film, for years.
like that's a real submarine. That's probably a real submarine tipping over under the fucking ocean. And Tom's actually in there acting in this scene.
Submarine film, for years.
Was that one of the hardest stunt sequences that you've ever
Kind
done?
of goes.
live?
Without. Oh, without question. It was, we had to develop the
Right.
mask.
Sorry. Also.
Ever
Kind of
done
goes,
live?
oh, without question. No, without question.
Yeah.
It was.
Right. That's the kid. That's the kid from Jerry Maguire. That's the fucking kid from Jerry Maguire. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I didn't want to do this. Oh God, I seen that. Yeah, that kid. Do you remember him? Show me the money. Well, he didn't say that. Tom Cruise said that. But if you've seen the movie, you probably haven't seen it. The kid from Jerry Maguire. It's like a late 90s movie. Right? Right? Apparently that's him.
Was, we had to develop
Which
the
is
mask.
fucking insane because look at the age. What's
You've
going on
ever
here?
done
How does
that?
he grow
Oh,
up?
without question. No, without
And almost
question.
catch
It
up
was,
with Tom?
we had to develop the mask.
Or is
and
he only, like,
companies that actually, there's technology. We're inventing technology.
Yeah.
Like he's actually only like 38 or something.
Oh, without
Do you know what I mean?
question.
It's
No,
something
without
mental.
question.
There's
It was.
something mental going on here. Like, unless you ever told me that was talking shit. I don't know.
We had to develop the mask and companies that actually, there's technology. We're inventing technology.
Tom is nodding. Look, he is nodding. Effective communication.
Mask and
Underwater.
companies that
Effective
actually,
underwater
there's
communication.
technology.
Look,
We're inventing technology.
look, yeah.
When we're doing these movies, and it takes.
We're inventing technology when we're doing these movies. They don't have the technology, so they have to go and invent the technology. Do you know what I mean? If anything, just this guy's top tier, elite, Illuminati. Like,
Years of preparation. One movie goes into the next. Like if you look at the aerials,
look, see that guy just doing that?
years.
See that
of
guy doing that?
preparation.
See that guy doing that? Like, okay, that guy. That's the kid from Jerry Maguire. He's the director underwater in the tank. Do you understand? Like the directors or the head photography guy. He's underwater in a scuba tank directing the movie under fucking water. Do you get it? Like, do you understand how fucking mental this is?
Movie goes into the next. Like if you look at the aerial sequences
Like, and the director's going, and action, and they're all underwater.
that I've done and started.
There's probably like sound guys there underwater with a boom mic in scuba suits. Do you know what I mean? There's fucking costume people underwater. It's just what the fuck is going on? Like, people bringing on food and all underwater.
All the way back from Top Gun.
Look
the
at
very
that
first
scene.
Top Gun has an influence here.
There we go.
The
High
underwater
five.
sequence goes all the way back to Legend, which was my very first underwater sequence. So different films like what Disney did with Fantasia.
No.
He's plugging all his movies.
Okay, that had a big effect on my storytelling. And Singing in the Rain, seeing Gene Kelly move, and how you can accomplish
Oh my god, I never realized Gene Kelly had red
and
shoes
Singing in the Rain.
in Singing in the Rain. Look,
Seeing
is that a
Gene-
Mandela effect? Gene Kelly has red shoes.
Kelly move, and how you can accomplish
That's a Mandela effect.
development
I've
of
just
character
discovered
and
it.
story through motion, through music. That's been my life. It's like I learn one thing here and then I take it to the next. Different kinds of
He learns it and he takes it to the next level with that music playing.
forms of storytelling, different
Forms of
genres. And
effective
that is my life.
storytelling. Make it more
With
effective.
Adobe Express,
Fuck your ads, man.
creating everything we need to share
You're
our
ruining
own
my shit
fragrance
here.
business.
You're really ruining my flow.
When you're training, have you ever been tempted
Shut
to
up.
chuck on the Mission Impossible theme song?
I'd say get the music going.
I must have, definitely, because I love the Mission Impossible theme song.
I
I mean, it's
should
one of the
hope so.
reasons as a kid that I thought the concept of Mission Impossible and the theme music,
Yeah, it was
that
great.
whole idea, kind of taking it from a Cold War TV series into a feature film, that was, yeah, so you gotta put it on. I mean, when I hear it on phones or different things, it's like it gets your blood going.
Well, good, because then the second part of this question
Tom Cruise on Tom Cruise, Scientologist, with that music.
is maybe imagine that when I show you this footage. Because I saw recently Glenn Powell, one of your castmates and friends from Top Gun, said that you gave him advice that you've got to film yourself when you're running because you're never as cool.
Like, if I met Tom Cruise, I'd honestly think I'd just be charmed as well. Like, I wouldn't have any beef with him. Do you know what I mean? He's never done anything bad to me. He's just made great movies. Do you know what I mean? Even if people say he's a psychopath, I would just be like, I don't care. I would just want to ask him about movies and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Who
It'd be
was
great.
he? My training
And then you would walk away floating. You would just be so like polite, and then he was like, "It was great talking with you, thank you," and stuff or some shit like that. And you would walk away going, "Geez, what a nice guy!" Like,
has begun, Mr.
Let's
Cruise.
see. Let's see.
oh, that's Tom Cruise running.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Very nice with the arms and stepping. That's excellent.
How do we run like Tom Cruise? What do we need to do? What's
Oh, they're taking the piss. He doesn't like it,
the process?
but he's going with it. Just run flat out. Run as fast as you can, and then add another 10 miles an hour to it. So your body's just fucking, just will it with your mind. Just like, I'm gonna throw my body down the street faster than it's even possible, and that kind of comes across when he's running like that.
But there's more running in this one.
I know. I've always been a sprinter my whole life since I was a little
Look, he's an older guy, and he's getting all hyped up for this big sprint. Fair fucking play to him, like.
kid. I've just wanted to run, and
I just wanted to run. I'm gonna call this video Tom Cruise Born to Run.
gosh, I remember when growing up, and we'd get one pair of sneakers like for
You get one pair of sneakers in this life, and you better run them out.
a year. You know, when I was a little kid, my
And he
feet were
is, look at
growing,
that.
and I would take it out, and immediately I felt like I can run faster. I really was like, now I can run fast with these new shoes. Of course, I hit every mud puddle and puddle I could get into, and you know, the cuts and all of that. So it was something that I love the feeling of sprinting, the feeling of that wind going past my.
Do you know what I love? I love the feeling of sprinting in your bare feet. Have you ever done that? On like a tarmac road where you have to like run fast, but at the same time, place your feet in the most delicate way so you're not fucking your feet up. And in a way, you start running differently. Like your feet start slapping down differently. You're using a different type of form if like you're using the balls of your feet or something, and you actually kind of run faster. Have you noticed that? I call it primitive running. I call it paleo running. That's what I call it.
Body and the speed of it, and it's just the joy of being able to use
God,
the
I
body
could actually just start a new thing. Paleo running.
that way and push it. I've always thought of a body as like a car. You know, it's something.
Yeah,
that
see what I'm saying? He thinks of it as car and he's pushing it. See what I'm saying? Listen to this.
Going past my body and the speed of it, and it's just the joy of being able to use the body in that way and push it. I've always thought of a body as like a car. You know, it's something that I use to be able to communicate and move as an artist in different films. So it's, and sprinting for me is a
honestly,
real joy.
I didn't pre-watch this, honestly, I swear
In
to God.
fairness, the bomb was actually meant to
Fuck, I
kill him.
vaguely remember that bit in a film. Fuck, I need to go watch that one again.
As a film nerd, I really appreciate all of the effort and the
She
joy
appreciates it
that
as
you
a
always put
film,
into
as a film nerd. Like, can you just fuck up, love? Can you just stop pushing this weird sort of PC form of reality that only exists in like corporate fucking multimedia, mainstream media? It's just like, I'm such a film nerd. Like, it's cool to be a nerd. You just make me sick. You really make me. You're actually ruining this great interview that we have with Tom here.
to every role. It
Look
has
at him, he's a legend, and you're just saying these things, man.
disappeared.
You know what? It's expanded. It has not disappeared. It's
She's actually making me sick with these wee trainers and all. It's everything. It's just, I've seen this and just, oh God, whatever.
the passion. I remember hoping and thinking as a kid. I remember on my first film, Taps, and thinking, I just want to do this the rest of my life at the level that I want to do it. And, you know, I'm saying to people, like, you
Because it's
have
great.
to
That's how I feel. I would
just
love to
live
make
life,
movies.
and you got
It's the
don't
best
be
fun.
afraid
It's
to
the
be
best job
afraid.
in the
People
world.
ask me, are you afraid?
Yeah.
It's like,
Because you should be.
yeah, but there's things like even in life where I feel it, but I'm not afraid to feel it. I think that's the difference. I'm not afraid to be
He's afraid to not be
I'm not
afraid.
afraid to not know something and work on trying to figure out how to know it.
Exactly, that's what
I'm
I said.
all in.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know, I'm all in as a friend, as a coworker, you know, as kind of, you know, attacking life really. And it's okay to say I don't know.
This is the music. It's okay
You know,
to say.
all my crew
Listen
when
to the
I'm
hopeful
working, they
music.
hear me. It's like they ask me
Disgusting.
questions or what's the answer. It's like sometimes it's like I
Hey.
wish I knew. I don't know, but I will figure
Music.
it out. You know,
But
and
I will
we
figure it out,
figure it
'cause
out
I'm Tom.
together. That's, to me, that's what life is about. That's what movies are about. It's all of us together. It's not just me. Anytime anyone goes, well, your movie on my crew, I'm like, listen, man, and it's not, you're here right here with
man,
me.
come on, it's our movie. And it's like, no, it's kind of your movie, Tom. You know what I mean? This is kind of all you. Kind of, no, hey, we're all part of this. We all make the magic work. And you'd be like, listen, I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I'm going to do my best in this movie to make this the best it can be. But let's not kid ourselves. It's mostly about you. You're Tom Cruise.
Sorry, buddy, but ladies and gentlemen, you are responsible for this also. Yeah. We're together. We're a team.
And if I see you doing it again, you're out of here. I don't want to see it.
But that's very Ethan Hunt of you.
Yeah, I know it is. It is.
He is Ethan Hunt.
Our lives are the sum of our choices. This is your calling, your destiny.
Final is in the title, that word. Is this the last that we've seen of Ethan Hunt?
He's been disavowed.
I don't want to ruin anything for any audience. This is a culmination of...
He's been permanently disavowed this time. Like, do you remember the times before it was like, you were disavowed? But then he came back. This time it's like, no, you're fucking out of here. You are permanently disavowed this time. Like,
the last 30 years of making Mission Impossible and this
how many
story,
of these fucking
but I'm not
films
going
is
to
there?
ruin anything. You're going to have to go see it. You got to just go see it.
And I think they will. Tom Cruise.
I certainly will be.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Did you just fly
And I'll
in
be going to the cinema to
specifically?
pay for it legitimately.
Yes, I am here for you.
Thank you so much. And I am here for you.
Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. Everyone else go home. Thank you.
Disgusting in Australia TV. There you go. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Anyway,
Hoffman when I was young, and Spielberg, and every step that I made,
Spielberg was summoned to the Cruise house, and he had to give an interview as well, an account for his directorialship. Because Tom needed to understand it more.
I studied movies, and then I studied the studio system, and then I studied distribution, and I was
studied the facts and the figures
force
and
the
all.
studios to send me to countries when I was very young. I was fortunate because I knew I had certain marketing consultations. Now, when you're 20 years old and you have marketing consultation, and I'm sitting at these desks, like, they were not...
I am so honestly, utterly disgusted by her fucking London fashion-y fucking probably $3,000 an outfit there. That fucking ridiculous, oversized fucking Annie Hall suit that she's wearing with shorts. It's just utterly book. It's just everything that it is. It's like you're just part of that BBC Radio 1. I live in Kensington in a fucking house. It's worth 2.5 mil on average. And I think London's great, and I love it all. I just love everything about it all. Like, I don't get what everyone else is talking about. I just don't like it.
Excited to have me sit in those meetings. Who is this person? I was always like I would say, look, I don't know.
Okay,
I just
can we
want
get
you
more
to teach me and learn and see what you do.
Learning.
So I was
passionate about learning. I'm passionate about life. Nick.
They started opening the doors. They realized I'm not trying to tell them what to do. I want to understand.
Yeah.
And I like to understand things and just put all the pieces together for me. And I wanted to go to these countries, and I would force the studios to send me to countries, and I wanted to understand. I wanted to see their movies with them, and I wanted to see.
I can't keep doing this, guys. Okay, so we gotta end this here.
Again, kind of a lifelong journey.
I don't want to just break it off like that.
How do you feel about life? Like, what things matter to you?
How do you feel about life?
Not just reading.
I don't want to break it off like that, but we got to. All right, so I'll see you in the next one.
Go to these places and work with them.